Hello. Creating a VPC in the AWS console. This is a demonstration on how to create an Amazon VPC or virtual private cloud in the AWS Management Console. In the network design, as we can see here, we are going to allocate web traffic from an internet gateway flowing through a public subnet route table to our web server EC2 instance in the public subnet. You can see the web server EC2 instance can communicate to the database EC2 instance through the, as we can see, through a private subnet route table. And the database EC2 instance can also download patches from the internet. With a patch traffic route, we are going to configure by deploying a NAT gateway in the public subnet. And here we are in the AWS Management Console and use the Find Services search bar and enter VPC. After that, we choose a VPC and navigate the VPC service, and then we go there and select our VPCs to see VPCs in the region, as we can see here. And there is only a default VPC here, and we are going to create a new VPC by selecting create VPC. Create VPC, we select it, and then we are creating the VPC manually and not automatically with the VPC and more options. So we are going to choose VPC only. Just select the VPC only and name our VPCs demo-VPCs. And then we are going to allocate a range of CIDR address called the CIDR block. Our range is going to be 10.0.0.0/16, and which means we have 65,536 IP address in our VPC as we check. And then we should go there. Next, we should select the create VPC that is in the bottom of the page, and then we have our VPC. And in the VPC resource map, we can see we create a demo VPC as well as a VPC route table, and it create for us. Let's go have a look at the route table. Select the route table here. Okay, and after that, we select the new VPC route table. I want to change the name. We can see it's in demo-VPC, and we will rename it to demo-VPC route table because we want to have the name for that. Select the edit icon and change the name to demo-VPC route table. And then select save. Now it's easily identifiable. So select the route table, and then inside the route table there are routes. Only one route is configured, and this has the CIDR block of the VPC. This means all the resources that we place in VPC will be able to communicate. And then, the next step are to create subnet in our VPC. So select the subnet menu item that is here, and then select create subnet, and then in the VPC select our VPC, which is demo-VPC. And then let's scroll down and name our subnet. That we go to subnet name and enter demo-VPC public subnet. Demo-VPC public subnet. Okay. And then we then allocate a range of IP address. We call this CIDR block. And a subnet mask of 20 will give us 4096 IP address. IP address means the 5 AWS uses for private use. Let's finalize this process by choosing create subnet that is in the bottom of the page. And now we have a public subnet here. Let's create a private subnet. Select create subnet again, and then we should select demo-VPC, and then scroll down to subnet name that is here, and enter demo-VPC private subnet. VPC dash private subnet. Go to the IPv4 subnet CIDR block field, and we have a CIDR block range that doesn't have the public subnet of the CIDR block. So choose create subnet, and to finalize our private subnet to check our progress. We can navigate to the VPC, and we can look at our new subnet and select your VPC, then select the demo-VPC. And then we have a public subnet that uses the VPC route table, as well as a private subnet using the VPC route table. So they are both private at the moment. And then to allow our demo public subnet accept traffic from the internet, we need an internet gateway. So let's create one. So we go to internet gateways, that is here, and select create internet gateway. And then in the name tag field, we can enter demo-VPC internet gateway. Okay, internet gateway. And select create internet gateway after that. That is the bottom of the page. The next things we need to do is attach the internet gateway to a VPC. So we navigate to action and select attach to VPC. And then here select demo-VPC, and then choose attach internet gateway to allow internet traffic to our private subnet. And we are going to create a route table and not use the default route table. Select the route table from the navigation menu. It is here. And so select create route table, and then navigate to the name field and enter demo public subnet route table. That is here. Demo public subnet route table. Under VPC, select demo-VPC and then select create route table. The next step is to associate our VPC with this route table. Select subnet association and edit subnet associations, and then select our public subnet that is here. And then select save associations to complete the task. Okay, if we look at the subnet associations, we can see that we have a public subnet in our demo public subnet route table. And so because there are no route tables defined to allow internet access, we need to define a route. So go to routes, okay, and then edit routes and select add route. Okay, so after that, so select all traffic that is here, and then under target select internet gateway, and then the internet gateway we created, so we should put IGW and save the changes. Okay, RTB. And now in the internet gateway is allowed to communicate to resources in our public subnet to check our progress. I open a new tab with our VPC here, and we can see our public subnet using our public subnet route table to communicate with the internet gateway. Okay, next, we need to create a NAT gateway for our private subnet and for our private subnet to communicate to the internet for needed patches. A NAT gateway is going to use an elastic IP address. So elastic IP addresses are public IP address that here AWS provides. So we have to allocate one, and we can allocate these from Amazon's pool of IP address. And there we will be see, let's create a NAT gateway by selecting the NAT gateway menu option. So click on the NAT gateway here and create a NAT gateway, and then for the and in the name field, let's go ahead and we type demo NAT gateway. Gateway. Okay, and then we are going to select a subnet. So we are here. We are going to select our demo public subnet and we check it. And because a NAT gateway should in a public subnet to communicate to the internet. So then we are going to allocate the elastic IP address that we just created. Select create NAT gateway and next we are going to create a route table for our NAT gateway to communicate to the private subnet. Select create route table here. And we are going to call this demo private subnet route table. That is, and enter that name in the name field. That is here, demo private subnet, CUBNET, gateway route table. In the VPC field, select our VPC demo dash VPC and choose create route table that is in bottom of the page. We need to associate this route table with a subnet. Select route associations. The edit subnet association here, edit. And after that we edit it. Let's associate a subnet by selecting the private subnet. And then we will choose save association. And now we will add the gateway route. Okay, to do that, select edit route. Okay, and then add route. Okay, and all traffic 0.0.0./0, and we are going to select NAT gateway. And then the one that we just created, and choose save changes. Okay, now we have a route from the private subnet to the NAT gateway, which is in our public subnet and can communicate to the internet. To check our progress, we are going to the console and look at our VPC. And here we can see our demo private subnet is using a demo private subnet route table and connecting to the demo NAT gateway. Let's create more security for our VPC. We are going to limit the type our instance can be reached at by adding security group. Select security groups and create a security group for our public subnet web servers. And then here, create a security group that is here. In the security group name field, we are going to call it demo web server security group. Security group. Now select and copy that name and use it for the description. In the VPC field, select demo-VPC. And we go to inbound roles and select add role. Okay, add rule. And then in the type, we are going to allow HTTP traffic and HTTPS traffic. So for both rules under source, we are gonna select IPv4 anywhere. Remember, we are making another rule for HTTPS. So we put anywhere IPv4 HTTPS that we add, that should be adequate. So let's create our security group. After that, what we created, So in addition, we need a database security group. So to let's create one. Navigate to security group. You go to security group and select the create security group in the right side of the screen. And then security group name, add then the security group name field, enter demo database security group, then database security group, and then select and copy the name and use it as the description. Make sure we have our demo-VPC. Okay. And then we are going to limit the traffic. We are only allowing database traffic, MySQL, Aurora traffic. We create, we select it, and traffic from our web server security group. And that makes the database layer very secure. Okay. And then select create security group. Okay, and now our database security group has been created. So, and we have a secure VPC ready to deploy our instances. So this concludes this demonstration on creating an Amazon VPC. So, and using the AWS console. I hope you like this demo. Thank you so much for watching the video and have a great time.